It's that time again. You know, we here with the TB2 Podcast. We're doing a Smackdown review tonight in Raleigh. Oh man, and I'm really not excited to talk about this stuff. I'll be honest with you. I'm really not excited, but we're gonna talk about it. I'll give you a little bit here in a second, but let me first introduce myself. You know, I am the Burrr, B-U-R-R. If you're gonna spell it out, do it right. I'm sitting here with my cousin, the boss, B-O double $. Hey, you seen that peeps tonight, boss?
Man, where my peeps at? IWC, where my peeps at? Raleigh, North Carolina. Smackdown review. What it do, boy?
Hey,
Let's get it. Let's chop these motherfuckers.
bro, okay. I'm gonna just throw this out. Let me break it down just for a brief second. So I'm normally coming out here in some wrestling merch. I got a bunch of t-shirts. I'm in here repping the Denver's Refrigeration hoodie, reminding everybody that I have a job. I work 8 to 5 every day. I come home, I drive an hour to work, an hour from work. I pick up my daughter, I come home, I feed her, I put her to bed, and then I come down here and I get to talk to you about the thing that I love the most in this world, and that's wrestling. I have been a fan since the WCW days. This is my passion, this is my love. And another peek behind the curtain, every time, every show we do, right before the show, your boy has to get him a nice little shot of 1800 coconut tequila, warm up the throat, get the nerves out, make sure I'm ready to talk to the people. Well, tonight, I took one shot to warm the throat, get the nerves going. I took another shot to try to get through this shit that does not make sense on this show. And I took a third shot and I poured it because I was trying to pour one out for the homies that did the bad booking on this BS, but your boy doesn't waste alcohol, and that's alcohol abuse, so I caught it with the shot glass, and I took a third shot. I'm running deep with the tequila tonight, and I'm heated, and I'm ready to talk about it, okay? So let's get into it. Like, subscribe, follow us on TikTok at TB2 Podcast. You know what to do. Let's get into this show, man.
We got Raw on WWE USA Network live from Raleigh. Hey, my cousin Burrr is in rare form tonight. I am excited, y'all. Y'all get a good show, man. So we starting off with my dudes, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish motherfucking warrior, and we got the Samoan werewolf.
Yep, they
And they
start the
fighting
night
in the
off.
parking lot. Like we don't have any other places in Raleigh for these dudes to fight. So we starting off in the parking lot.
And I don't know if somebody just showed Triple H a scene from Family Guy. Those that watch Family Guy. You got Peter Griffin and the chicken that got the on-site, no matter what's going on in the storyline, they see each other and they try to kill each other. I swear somebody brought this to Triple H's attention, like, hey, we should do this. And they're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because these boys on site, they are ripping each other through cars. They come out to the ring. Drew's still all mad, saying, hey, anybody that's wronged me, I'm adding them to the list. Jacob comes out. They go through an announce table. I mean, these bugs are tearing up the arena. Just start the night.
Right. Triple H love a good brawl. You're going to see a good brawl scene on WWE if you watch long enough. And I mean, this is a blood feud between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre.
And we're going to get a lot more of it throughout the night. I mean, like I said, they show up. It don't matter what's going on in the show. You're going to see them fighting in the background. No matter what's going on. You're going to see they start the show, they end the show, and you can't get enough of them, but at the same time, just fight and be done with it. We gonna move back to it. We're gonna circle back to it. So we start off tonight with this brawl. We go into a tag team title match, right?
Okay. We're trying to heat up the tag team division in SmackDown.
Yeah, trying to heat up the tag team division.
We had a number one contender. Little situation go on.
And out of all the tag teams, you got one thrown together like they were Stone Cold and Triple H in the Power Trip back in. And they get a title match against the MFTs, right? Solo and JC Mateo. We finally get some JC Mateo in the building.
Finally. We get Jeffrey Cobb in the building.
Now, I do like that they are doing the Freebird rule with the MFTs. Now, for those that don't know the Freebird rule, something that the Freebirds did back years ago, there was 3 people in the faction. They won tag team titles. And the thing is any 2 members of their faction could defend the titles on a weekly basis. The New Day
Right,
did it a couple years ago when they had the
right.
titles. I mean, I like that where there's all these guys in the MFTs, and the MFTs are the champions. It's not just Solo and Tala. It's not just JC and Tama. It's whoever is available for the team will defend the titles for the team. And I enjoy that.
Yeah, me too. That's dope because I mean, shit, you got him in there. You might as well use him. Jeffrey Cobb been down for almost a year now, so put his ass to use, you know?
Well, maybe they shouldn't have.
Right. You know, sometimes you got to think about the team you're going against. They only had like, the MFTs only had like 5'6" worth of height amongst the both of them. They came out combined weight 700 pounds, but only 5'6" average height. Like, it wasn't gonna work. What fucking Sikaleo? Like, that wasn't gonna work. We
What
got Damien and R-Truth, the new Judgment Day, the new Revolution. They brewing up to something. Something's going on with that.
what's going on with this? So during this match, the MFTs are trying everything they can, using their little heel tactics. Tyler's pulling people out the ring, attacking Truth. We get the Wyatts that come out on the ramp because these 2 teams have been blood feuding over the lantern for the past 6
Right,
years. It seems like
right.
I'm so put like I keep saying, put the lantern on a pole, get a ladder, do something with it, because I'm so
Mhm.
over that. The MFTs run and attack the Wyatts. You get Truth hitting JC Mateo with John Cena's AA, and we have this BS team that was put together 3 weeks ago that randomly got thrown in the gauntlet match against a lot of other legitimate teams is now your new tag team champions. And watching the reaction that Damian had in the match, I don't know if he knew they were winning. I'll be honest. Now, I don't know if this is backlash for Tama. Everything came out with Tama Tonga where he released a video on his Instagram of people rehearsing. I guess he got fined. Maybe they're getting punished for that. Which I don't see a huge deal of it, considering they've got a whole fucking Netflix show where they're showing all the rehearsals and showing all the stuff there. But because WWE didn't give them permission, or WWE, or because it's months ago and you already know how stuff played out, I don't see the big deal of it. But
Yeah,
he's
well,
getting
let me
punished.
talk about that too. Let me get on that. I think that's some bullshit that Tama Tonga is in some kind of trouble for that. Like, we got right now the main dude in charge is the same man that did the curtain call. He's the one that killed kayfabe. We got the kayfabe curtain call killer writing the motherfucking storylines. And like you said, we got a show called Unreal. We got TikTok. We got WWE dropping highlights on pay-per-view matches as soon as they're finished. Like, we live in the information era, Twitter. Like, it's ridiculous.
I just saw a
That shit is
video.
ridiculous.
I saw a video today where they were going through when Nathan Jones was wrestling and Undertaker was training him before the night where people were coming into the arena. I mean, the stuff is not secretive. People understand that the stuff is predetermined, it's rehearsed. It's a play, it's a male soap opera. I get it. But you just because mommy and daddy can do it doesn't mean the children can do it. I think it's kind of bullshit if that's the thing that you're using against. And now Tom is
Right.
in
Well,
heat. And now we have new champions, and it's a team that doesn't stack against any of these other teams that they have in the tag team division. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
all right. My part two on that is I had to disagree with you on that. Okay, R-Truth has been in there for a little while, and you know he had the whole revelation, the whole thing with John Cena. So I felt like R-Truth, and I said this on the podcast before. I felt like they didn't put R-Truth to good use, and I didn't want to see no more Mr. Bojangles from R-Truth, and that's what I get. Like, the dementia, crazy of I don't know what the fuck's going on, R-Truth, and I get tired of that, you know? So, um, this gives him something to do. Damian Priest gives him something to do. Like, I I feel you. The team is definitely thrown together, but I mean, I'm not mad at this team, man. I can see how this team could fit together, man. They both could fit together. We got a Puerto Rican and we got a dark ass nigga on the team. Like, it could work out, bro. Trust me.
I
It
had
could work out. I seen worse. So I ain't really mad at this shit. I'm not. But to back you up though, I think they're taking away from the craft of wrestling and they're putting it into the hands of like the people and the viral moments and different shit like that. And it like leads nowhere. Like in a month or two from now, is this team even gonna be relevant? Are they still gonna be a team? If you know, like what goes on. And let me say this too. If you're in a tag team match, I mean, I'm want the belts. I don't give a fuck about the lantern and the YS6.
it doesn't make any sense for them to take complete
Crazy
focus
way to
off of their
open up
title.
the crazy way to open up the show as far as like this is a crazy match to open up the shit with, man. Most definitely.
And I don't care if R-Truth, if Ron Killings, if he's not doing the jokester shit, if he's sitting there and being a serious character. My problem is they had an opportunity to do it. They tried to do it for like 2.5 weeks, and then it disappeared into irrelevancy. He went right back to his hokey BS, and that's his character now. If you wanted him to be
Right.
serious, kept him serious. Don't act like it never happened.
Damian Priest, he a street nigga now. Like his whole shit is so we gonna get R-Truth rapping pretty soon, and we gonna have Damian Priest dancing pretty soon. Man, Damian Priest is on the wall. He's on my wall back here, and he has the belt. He got a belt, you know, so he definitely has had a fall from fucking grace.
I just for that evolution of Judgment Day is
Well, let's get
long
it. Let's keep
gone.
it. We gotta keep. We gotta keep the. We're gonna keep the TB2 podcast truck moving along, man. It's WWE. You give us so less, so little to work with. You
Well,
know.
then Solo complains backstage, going off on the MFTs, saying, "Well, JC, this is your fault. This is on you," and they're blaming the Wyatts. And Thomas says something along the lines of, "Man, you're starting to sound like Roman." Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of everybody's starting to sound like Roman. Everybody's starting. Solo's starting to sound like Roman. Jay's starting to sound like Roman. Why we gotta compare everybody? They're running almost the same storyline of, oh, well, you sound like that big baddie that we didn't like at one time. They're doing both Raw and SmackDown. Can we do something original with it?
Yeah, I feel like Solo is on a parallel universe to Roman. He's like the junior Roman. He came in and he did his own bloodline thing after being the fucking, bodyguard and the hitter for Roman. He branched off and became Roman, Olafala, Toter, everything, man. It's Roman all over again.
And I guess with Tama being the one that says it, they're still planting the seeds from back last week when they're talking, and the week with him and Shinsuke, and maybe Tama's gonna go off and be his own man. Maybe they're gonna do this New Japan thing. Maybe this is still a continuation of that, but we're gonna see something along the lines of the Wyatts against the MFTs at Mania. I don't know if it's gonna be a steel cage, it's landing on a pole, and we're gonna get Damian Priest and R-Truth defending against somebody, but nobody knows who because they ain't building WrestleMania card for shit right now.
I don't know where we're gonna be at WrestleMania. I think the Saudis got too much other shit going on, and I don't know. The money, I don't know. But we do know it's going YS6 and MFTs, they're gonna fight. We know that.
Oh yeah.
We know that. The tag team belt is sad. The tag team belts, the Intercontinental Championship, they just don't have any prestige anymore in WWE. And it's just so sad because we used to love these divisions and this is a part of what we watch for. And now they just doing shit, and
Some of the best WrestleMania moments ever were with the tag team belts. I mean, you had the TLC matches with the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. You had that. That was over tag team gold. You had the night where the Hardys returned to WWE in that match that had like Enzo Amore, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson. That was a huge pop. I mean, some of the biggest WrestleMania moments are over the tag team division, and here we are getting, no disrespect to R-Truth and Damian Priest, but we're getting them.
Yeah, I hope they hold the titles and we see something with it, man. The tag team titles in Raw got a little bit more story and a little bit more sense to it than the ones in SmackDown. See, what I think they need to do is try to figure out how to consolidate this shit and make only one. When they did this brand split shit, they lost me. I stopped watching wrestling because of the brand split. It was so confusing. But yeah, this shit is crazy, man. And we move along to more BS, man. When I say BS, I mean the Bellas.
The Bella sisters. Yeah.
The Bella twins being interviewed. You know what I'm saying?
They're interviewed in the back. You've got Charlotte and Alexa back there, basically mad because they cost them the title match. The Bellas tell them, oh, well, you want to see what real champs do? Let me get your spoon out of your ice cream. And they walk away. By the way, Alexa and Charlotte's eating ice cream. Alexa gets her spoon taken. They're going to be ringside for this match. It's going to come to hit, but we'll get into it in a second. Nia and Lash are also backstage in a different part of the show, talking about how Bayley and Lyra are talking about how they want to come in and challenge for the belts. And
when did they say that? I thought Bayley and Lyra was from Raw.
They are. And that's what don't make no sense to me about any of this, because you did a whole thing to determine a number one contender, right? You did a whole thing to determine that Charlotte and Alexa were your number one contenders to face the irresistible forces. And then they get beat. And the next people up don't have to beat anybody. They just have to tell the boss, hey man, we got next. I wanna do next. And hey, here's your title match. So I guess Bayley and Lyra are like, hey, if it works for them, fuck it. We want next too. Can we get a shot?
Bayley, you want some fucking with Cody Rhodes? I want to give abuse shit. You got beat up in Triple I. You got beat up at Raw. Now you're gonna get beat up by the irresistible forces. You need to sit down for a minute. WrestleMania is coming up. Do you not want to be there, woman? Damn.
And maybe they're building some massive 4, 5, 12 team tag team women's title match to go against all these teams. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. I don't understand it. I don't know if they're just trying to get as many people on these cards as possible. Now that they realize, oh, well, it's 2 days. So instead of splitting an 8-hour event into 2 4-hour events, we can go ahead and split it into 2 6-hour events, and we can get all these people on the show. You all get a WrestleMania payday. Don't matter, nothing has to make sense.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't want to see too many of them in the ring at one time. I know that. That better not be it. I can only see so many of them in the ring.
Well, we get the title match. We get the irresistible forces, Nia and Lash Legend against the Bellas.
Yeah.
Sure enough, in the middle of the match, Charlotte causes a DQ, because of course she does, because the Bellas costed her the match, so she's gonna cost them the match. If I can't win the title, you can't win the title. You know, it'd be much better if y'all teamed up and took on these big bad women, and then y'all could fight amongst each other. Y'all could fight, and maybe it'd be a little easier for you both to try to compete for the title instead of getting stomped, because at the end of this, all 4 of them were laid out by the irresistible forces.
Right. Well, the irresistible forces are a force to be reckoned with. I don't know what the hell they're doing. The turmoil between Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss already. And then you got the Bellas done weasel their way into this shit. I don't know, man. It's a lot of turmoil as the world turns type shit.
And we continue on to the night with shit that don't make no sense, okay? Now, you've got Fraxium in a tag team match. Fraxium, a legit tag team, versus the Motor City Machine Guns, a legit tag team. Sorry, I got something in my throat on there. They're fighting back and forth. Candice LeRae comes out, steps up on the apron and smacks Frazier, lead him to get pinned, and the Motor City Machine Guns win this match. Why? Did I miss the fact that Candace and the Motor City Machine Guns go way back? Are we building a faction with them and Johnny Gargano, Mr. Depressed One, which, by the way, Candace tried to get him out of his depression. Danhausen walked up. She says, hey, can you uncurse him? Yeah, give me $20 human. She gives him, she reaches into Gargano's pocket, gives him $20 human, and he just dips. So, I don't know what we're doing with this. What I missed that caused Candace to now be in the same line as the Motor City Machine Guns? What are we doing?
Let me get my crystal ball. Let me say this. I don't see shit because wasn't Motor City Machine Guns fighting against DIY?
Yes.
So maybe she doing that to wake Johnny Gargano up. Maybe this is like, hey, you see me over here fucking with your ops.
Maybe your boy
You
is
see me
just
over
so
here fucking with your
depressed.
ops. Maybe get your ass up. I'm fucking with the ops, nigga, get up. Like, I don't know. Like, when I seen that shit, I was like, what's going on?
Maybe.
Hey, Johnny, wake up. Wake up, dog. Your girl out here fucking with Motor City Machine. If it was me, hey, Burr. If it was me, I'd have fucking ran out there. I'd have speared Will and her ass.
Maybe he's so depressed.
I'd have speared her ass off the road.
He could be so depressed right now that he just can't get it going anymore, and he's got nobody to hook him up with Blue Chew, not a sponsor, and so she got to find somebody else to get it, and she enjoys the tag team division. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. I don't understand what we're doing.
Oh man, I don't either, man. But we trying to make sense of it, huh?
I can't.
At least we trying to make sense of it here at the TB2 Podcast because I don't know what the fuck they're doing with this. Yeah, I know if anything else, that would have got me up out the coma, man. As soon as she'd have walked out there, that would have got me up out the shit for sure. I had no more of that. No more planking. I'd have planked, speared my ass so everybody would have got fucked up in the ring. And then I would have speared her ass. She would have never, ever thought about doing no shit like that again.
Well, we didn't see him.
Hey, what the hell's going on with Fraxium, man? What the fuck? They was dominating. They dominated in NXT. They lost to Hanky Tank, y'all, just for this?
WWE has a weird way of building up a tag team just to forget they exist. I mean, you've got your history of the Authors of Pain that came in and were dominant, right? What about the War Raiders that came in and were dominant? What about the Street Profits that came in and were dominant? And they're just poof. They're just gone. They don't know how to build a tag division. Yeah,
it's crazy. And I mean, Motor City Machine Guns ain't bad themselves, you know. They're not my first pick in the division, but I did love seeing them at TNA for things like that. Like, they're legit, you know?
I would have much rather seen, and the Motor City Machine Guns, they finally got their WWE contract. They finally got on the big stage. Credit to them. I'm sure it's something that they wanted for years and years, right? I'm sure it's something that they have dreamed about. Me personally, I would much rather see them across the pond going against like FTR, going against the Bucks, you know? I would rather see some of those matchups, some of those tag team matches where you're going to get everything out of everything from everybody in that match versus going against Fraxium that the match gets caused by a slap by a person that you're talking to backstage in a division that's led by a tag team that just started 3 weeks ago.
Right. You was in they was in the vortex with DIY, Street Profits, Los Garza's, you know? Smackdown, they're really struggling in the tag team. They need to consolidate. Now, if they was to consolidate the Smackdown and Raw tag team titles, then we'll be cooking with hot grease. But anyways, man.
We got Sammy backstage. He talking.
Oh, Sami Zayn backstage again.
Talking. bitching, complaining. Oh, well, I really want to try to do
Okay,
the
though.
best that I can and be friends with everybody. But when I try to do right, things just seem like they go so wrong. And I don't know. And Trick comes up and says, Sammy, let me talk to you, Sammy. When life hands you lemons, you get your lemon pepper steppers.
That's right.
They
That's right.
they decide that Trick's gonna watch Sammy's match tonight because I guess Sammy has a match. I mean, Sammy got a match
Yeah, I
tonight,
mean,
and Trick.
Trick
Go
Williams
ahead.
got to do something tonight. Trick
Yep.
Williams got to do something tonight besides get RKO. So, hey, okay. And hey, Sami Zayn got a match tonight. Fuck. Thank God.
And the match is against Aleister
Finally.
Black. Yeah, finally.
Ah, boo.
Ugh, it's not like it really matters. I mean, let's be honest. It's not like it really matters who he would have fought tonight. Sammy's trying to get him set up for the haluva kick. He tries to set him up a couple of times. He just can't get there. And they're making comments about how Sammy's just a step behind his former self since the Royal Rumble. And he's just not the same guy. And they fight
He's not.
outside the ring. And Trick's got his feet propped up on the announce table, just watching the match. And apparently that's Sammy's pet peeve. He doesn't like feet on furniture. I don't know if he's got a weird childhood thing where he was abused by his mother for putting footprints on the couch, but he throws Trick's feet off the table. Trick puts him back up, throws a drink on him. Sammy goes to like he's going to go back in the ring, comes back and attacks Trick. I mean, are we setting up Trick versus Sammy? Are they doing a double turn here where they're turning Trick babyface and turning Sammy heel?
Well, I don't think Triple H is that complex and smart enough to do that. I think he's just doing shit.
And that's what it
I
feels
love seeing
like.
I love seeing Trick Williams on my TV screen, man. I hate seeing Sami Zayn and Aleister Black on my TV screen. Them niggas, oh my God, so irritating. This shit doesn't make any sense, yo. It doesn't
None of
make
it.
any sense. And I mean, I think Trick Williams is in the spot where people just love him. They love seeing him. So I don't think he should turn. We said this. I don't think he should turn just yet. Right now, he's kind of a babyface type of heel. Like, go ahead and keep him where he's at. And if he got to go through Sami Zayn to get up there, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know, man. They're doing something with Sammy, man, and it's too psychological. Get in the field, Sammy.
Get those boots dirty. Them lemon
Get your
pepper
boots dirty,
steppers.
man. Yeah. Don't be mad at Trick Williams because he's gleaming with fucking aura and you're not right now.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
he's getting crowd reactions. I mean, that people screaming whoop that Trick. Screaming it.
Right.
So we get Randy Orton coming out to the ring. We get
Hold
Orton.
on, cousin. Hold on.
What I
Now,
forget?
let me tell you. Yeah, Sami Zayn lost, nigga.
He took a black mask. He took a black mask to the chin.
He got hit. He got hit with a black mask.
Yeah. He got kicked in the chin. Yeah. He got kicked in the chin, took a black mask. That was match. That happened.
So not only do they got him looking like a punk in the backstage, they got to look like a punk in the ring. Lord have mercy.
Yep. And he's complaining because he wants.
You said Randy Orton came out?
Yeah, this is after this.
A real man came out? A real man came out, huh? Real contender, huh?
Yeah, and he's coming out talking about how for years the crowd's been singing his song and how he's been trying to give it back to him by giving high fives and autographing signs and whatnot. But yet doing all that makes him feel so empty because he knows that his career is not going to last forever. And he bases his legacy. I like how he used legacy because, Cody Rhodes, legacy. He bases
that's all they care about.
on titles, not on smiles, right? And he's going to start.
Amen, brother.
He's going to listen to them voices. And sometimes when he does, things get chaotic. People get hurt. But if he wants to have that killer instinct to get that 15th championship to make his legacy grow even farther than it is, he's got to listen to those voices in his head.
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. Hey, sorry, Randy. We can't help it that your song's a fucking hit. What are we not? We're supposed to just stand there, nigga. The song goes hard. I love the song. I can still hate you and love the song.
And
Your
even here's the
your
thing.
song got nothing to do. Your song got nothing to do with this shit, brother. We love to hate you. You being a nice guy, I don't know who told you to do that, but we want you to be an asshole.
And that's the thing too. I don't know if they thought that this whole attack on Cody was gonna get him all these boos and no, we wanted heel Randy back. This is what he's still getting cheered.
We hate Cody Rhodes. We love seeing Cody Rhodes get his ass whooped.
So
are you serious, Randy? Randy, you the only one that thought you was a babyface, I think. Just because you it's because you had that match against John Cena and you was being nice. Oh, you was in St. Louis in front of your family. Oh, you was thinking about retiring. Oh, that's what it was. Nah, nigga, you always been a fucking heel. Get out of here. You don't even look right when you smile. Shut the fuck up. It gotta be titles over smiles with you, cause you look like a fucking snake when you smile, nigga. You look like a damn snake. You look like a fucking viper.
Yep, the viper.
You look like a fucking viper, bro. You look like a damn reptile. Like, keep healing it up, nigga. Cause that's all we want. If the voices in your head is telling you to fuck Cody Rhodes up, you listen.
Yes, every time.
You listen. You listen, boy. You listen every time. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't hear nothing else. I don't hear that crybaby shit. You say that for Cody Rhodes.
We get this part where in the night where Randy's walking backstage and Matt Cardona, kind of gives him a side eye. Orton says, you got a problem. He says the figures are stupid and he punches him in the face, right? So later in the night, Cardona's up talking to Nick saying, hey, you got to give me Orton tonight. You got to give me Orton tonight. I need this. And Nick says, can't do it.
Hell no.
Can't do it.
You're on drugs, boy. You can't. Matt Cardona, Zach Ryder, you're fighting for the U.S. title, brother. You better stay there. You better drink. You better handle what your horses could go where. You better stick to the rivers and lakes that you used to.
And speaking of the U.S. title, in this same context, in this same part, Nick Aldis, Carmelo comes up to Nick and is like, hey man, how come we ain't doing my open challenge tonight? Like this has been going real well. And Nick says, well, I would, but somebody already kind of came to me and stated his case, and I think he should face you in a U.S. title match. And it comes out to be Ilya Dragunov, who I feel like for a month, Carmelo's been saying, hey man, are we gonna do this again? And Ilya's like, nah. Oh, we gonna run it back? Nah, I need to be myself. I need to better myself before I can do that again. Hey, are we gonna? No. And now all of a sudden he's just woke up this morning was like, Nick, today's the day. I've had my coffee. I've drank my 1800 coconut tequila. I'm ready for a title match. And Nick's just like, yeah, sure. Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, he definitely watched the TB2 podcast and heard me say they gotta run it back. That's what it was.
Gotta be.
That's what it was. There was nothing else, because it doesn't make any other sense other than that. It doesn't make sense other than that. I said them niggas had a banger and they need to run it back. And lo and behold, guess what they're doing? They're wrestling.
And again, okay? They've got great chemistry. They've got great chemistry in the ring. They work good together. They can do bangers. I thought the whole them waiting to fight again was building to a match at Mania. And now we're doing it on a random Smackdown.
Yep.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Giving the fans something on. You know, they got that long 3 hours power slot. They gotta have things to do on SmackDown, you know. It would have been a perfect little promo setup. You're right. Close the open challenge. Have it between them two at WrestleMania, you know.
Yes.
mid-card.
And that's what I thought this whole backstage thing about them talking about it for the past 4 weeks was going to build to. Again, excuse my dumb ass for thinking that we're building to something better and something bigger at WrestleMania instead of doing all these title matches on random shows when you know they don't matter.
We got title switches and title contentions, man, all in one night and just different shit going on. It's hard to say what's gonna happen at WrestleMania.
And
Definitely, you know.
And I feel bad about complaining about Ilya versus Carmelo because they have another good match tonight. Granted,
Yeah.
Carmelo ends up reversing a power bomb. He ends up getting the win on Ilya. So it's not like a super clean, but he still got the better of him. And this whole story was how Ilya wasn't in his top form and didn't think that he was up to getting Carmelo. And now he gets beat by Carmelo pretty swiftly.
In his top form. Right, in his top form, so to say. He came back in a recovery form and he still lost. So yeah, we don't want to see this no more unless we get an Ilya attack or a brawl or something that'll heat it back up. But yeah, go ahead and throw these leftovers in the trash. This from Thanksgiving and it's already 4 days. Go ahead and throw it away.
It's stuff like this that just it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what they're doing. We shift again. Let's shift again to shit that does not make any sense to me. Jade comes out to the ring, right? Jade comes out to the ring. She basically calls out Rhea's like, hey, let's call each other's bitches again because that's all these promos have been on TV was I got more muscle than you. I think you bitch. And then they get out the ring. That's all it's kind of come down to. So
right.
Rhea basically says, all right, well then let's stop the talk. If you want to take a shot, take the shot. I'm right here. And Jade says, nah, we're going to do this on my time. I'm the champ. We're going to do this on my time. And enter Meechin and B-Fab, who I remind you have been stalking Jade for a month, saying how they were going to make her life hell for beating up Meechin and putting her on the shelf, to getting beat last week by Meechin and getting her face licked. I guess she liked it so much that she and B-Fab attack Rhea, and now they're joining forces? Why? What purpose, what story can you make sense to me of the reason why Meechin and B-Fab have suddenly decided to help out Jade Cargill? Make sense of it, please. I'm all ears.
B-Fab and Meechin been fucking with each other forever, and they, to me, that team doesn't make sense to me. So this shit definitely, I don't know, man. Jade Cargill, you went from fucking with Naomi and Bianca Belair to this, to people that you was beefing with, to people that wasn't even on your caliber of contention for your title, and now they're your minions. I don't know. This shit is weird.
I don't know if it's just the typical, well, if you can't beat them, I guess we'll join them.
I don't know what it is, man. Meechin is just, I don't know what this shit is. I was happy for B-Fab. Like, B-Fab was fucking with the Street Profits. B-Fab was getting away from Meechin.
Yes.
I was happy, but she can't get away from Meechin, and now they can't get away from Jade Cargill. What are they doing?
If you watching this and you want to comment on here, please, I am all ears. Make sense of it to me. I'm talking to you. You watching this, make sense of it to me, because the shit does not make sense at all. This is the reason why that third shot got poured out to the terrible booking and the decision making. Poured out for the homies, but I had to take it because that's alcohol abuse, and I ain't wasting nothing. Not a drop. What is going on? What are we doing?
I don't know, bro.
I love wrestling. I love wrestling. But this stuff right here has me it's a chore to sit down and watch a 2-3 hour WWE show and I can somewhat, suspend my disbelief and be a kid and not believe some of this stuff is realistic and be into the soap opera, right? I can do that. But when your shit does not make any sense, I have so much trouble even giving a damn about watching this show.
Yeah, WWE is an abusive relationship for sure because you keep coming back, and they just keep feeding you shit. Like Jade Cargill deserves better. I don't think Meechin and them deserve better, but Rhea Ripley deserves better too. So the whole situation deserves better. So I don't know where we're going with this, but the more and more time go by, I think Rhea Ripley gonna get that title. I think Rhea Ripley gonna take that title. So
And
and I'm gonna be upset about that.
maybe logically, they think that this is the only way that Jade can beat Rhea at Mania is to have lackeys help her out. Maybe that's where this all goes to. And there was nobody else to be her lackeys, so they just had Meechin and B-Fab do it. But make sense of it.
We got too many talented women in the back. We got too many talented women at NXT. We could have some better shit going on than this. I can't make sense of it, bro. And then if we talking about sense, let's talk about sensitivity and toxic masculinity. My boy
No.
Kit Williams. Like,
Go
it
ahead.
just gets crazier and crazier as the show goes on.
Kit,
It gets more, as you call it, hokier and hokier.
It is. Well, we get Kit backstage talking about your hokey. We get Kit backstage talking to Miz, and he's trying to talk strategy, right, with the Miz. And the Miz is complaining about how randomly, his Hawaii vacation got delayed because of weather. His flight got delayed. They put him in a middle seat on the flight. He's got somebody. Your boy is cursed. And he's feeling it. To the
2
point,
weeks of curse.
yeah, to the point to where Danhausen comes up and says, okay, I can help you. And Kid tells him he doesn't want any of that toxic masculinity because, you know, Danhausen, one of the most masculine guys on the roster.
And the most toxic.
Danhausen says, okay, fine. Stay cursed. It's not my problem. And he walks away. And the Miz gets hit in the head with a ladder. A ladder just falls. First, the ladder falls behind him and it scares him. And then one comes out of frame and just falls into his face.
Stay away from Danhausen.
Curse is undefeated. And the Miz is feeling it.
Got a Danhausen spot to come in to save the fuckery. More fuckery on top of fuckery. But at least Danhausen, I'm expecting something out of there. And it's storyline based. It's character based. Y'all should have threw him in the show. Y'all need to start throwing that Danhausen shit in there a little bit earlier because, I mean, damn, by this time, I'm fucking getting sleepy. You know, like, I done seen all this bullshit on my screen.
Yeah,
so
I want to turn it off.
I might want to throw him in there. Hurry up before I turn this shit off. Yeah, we got Kid with some crazy ass, you know, and he's making a return. Where's his partner at, bro?
He's hurt. He'd been hurt for a while. And I think that's where this whole new Kit Wilson came from, is because they wanted to do something with him. And so he ended up getting this whole toxic masculinity thing. And now he's slightly getting over. I don't know if it's because of the hip thrust. I don't know if it's because of people just yelling toxic. And he gets a moment in the ring tonight as well. Before we get to that, backstage, your boy Jelly Roll is in the building. And he's seen congratulating R-Truth and Priest on their new tag team champion win. And as they walk off, his brother, his tag team partner, Randy Orton, comes up. And Jelly says, Randy, I'm worried about you, man. I mean, you listen to these voices and you're doing all this crazy mean stuff. Randy says he apologizes. He really didn't mean to disrespect Jelly Roll. He didn't mean to shove him. And how do I make it right, Jelly? How do I make it right? And he says, man, you got to make it right with Matt Cardona, and then you got to make it right with Cody. That's the only way you'll be able to get through all this. No, he needs to listen to the voices. Jelly Roll going to take a punt. Jelly Roll is about to take a punt.
Jelly Roll need to take the Pat McAfee stage exit right. Jelly Roll need to get booked against Gunther. Gunther, they said you didn't have nothing to do with WrestleMania. I got something for you to do. Jelly Roll versus Gunther at WrestleMania. What the fuck is he doing?
Well, he's He's here tonight to
Is his new album coming out or some shit? What's he doing? Like, what the fuck is Jelly Roll got going on? And Jelly Roll, this is WrestleMania type shit. This Randy Orton going for his 15th title, man. He don't need your bitch ass in the way. Move out the way. You and your little shit was cute. We know. But no, nigga, it's over. That's over with. Go. Get on, nigga. Go. Fuck
well,
on.
you know they're not putting Jelly Roll on the show just to tell Randy that he needs to make things better, right? It's not. They got to do something. So you got Kit
I would
Wilson in the
hope
ring.
so. I would hope fucking so. I would hope so. That's enough. Like him doing that is enough.
No, you got more. You got more coming. You got Kit Wilson in the ring, and he calls out Jelly Roll. He calls him out, and Jelly Roll's like, "Okay, if you want to fight, we can fight." He says, "No, I don't want to fight you. That's too. Well, okay. Well, then you brought me all the way out here to Raleigh so we can do a rap battle." And Kid says, "Don't compare me to a rapper. I'm not gonna do such things as rapping. We're gonna go
Right.
one-on-one in slam poetry, which is basically rap without the music, without the beat. Am I wrong?"
Nah, you're not wrong. I mean, I've heard rappers do slam poetry, man. DMX, Kanye West, they got two of my favorites, poetic, videos of all time.
Well,
Rap is poetry. Rap is
exactly.
poetry.
And,
So
and a couple of weeks ago, I said that the Roman Reigns comment got to me just as much as, when they talked about his dead father. It got to me as much as somebody coming out and saying, "Your mom." And I guarantee you they watching the pod, because first Kit starts talking about Jelly Roll's face tattoos, talks about him being on Ozempic, talks about him being fat phobic, talks about him being toxic. And Jelly Roll's response, Kid says, I wonder if you can finally see your little penis now, your little wee-wee. And Jelly Roll says, "I don't have to see it because your mama sees it for me. And I put my fat belly on her back." That's where we're going with this. That's where we're going with this. Your mom.
That's where we're going with this. 2 thumbs down, man. 2 thumbs down for this whole segment, man. Fight. Why y'all not fighting? I mean, come on, Jelly Roll. Kid Wilson ain't that tough. Come on. Fight him. You just trained about Randy Orton. Nigga, do something. Ain't you the master of the big boss man slam?
Yep. Well, Kid attacks him and hitting him with a flying corkscrew elbow. So I guess we're building the Jelly Roll versus Kit Wilson next week on SmackDown, because we can't save anything for Mania, so it's got to happen the next week.
Yay! Hopefully they cancel it in between time. Hopefully it get canceled between then and now.
Don't you got a tour to go on, Jelly? Don't you got some show you can do?
Right. Thank you. My thoughts exactly. You get more bookings in WWE SmackDown than you is at the club. I'm worried about you, Jelly Roll. I'm worried about your career, Jelly Roll. Because if you stick around WWE long enough, you gonna start getting your ass whooped. I'm just letting you know, Jelly Roll. Don't think you're gonna be Hulk Hogan, the hero, and Big Boss Man slamming your way up to a title. That ain't happening.
No. Well,
as crazy as WWE is, they ain't that crazy.
Triple H said he had to lose some weight and he'd become a superstar, so maybe this is the beginning of Jelly Roll being the next Logan Paul.
I highly doubt it.
So, the last bit of the show, we get a video of Orton backstage talking on the phone. He tells somebody, "Hey man, I'm glad you picked up. Yeah, no, I know, and I'm gonna go to the ring and I'm gonna fix it. Now, it's never said who he's talking to. Rumors are spiraling right now. I've seen people bring up Dwayne, The Rock, which would make no sense. I've seen people bring up Bob Orton, which I don't know if his old ass can even get in a ring at this point. But maybe Bob's going to show up. I've seen Ted DiBiase Jr., which maybe that's the only reason why he got off on those 13 counts in court, was because WWE lawyers stepped in and said, "Hey, listen, we need him for a legacy storyline between Cody and Randy Orton, so y'all need to let him go."
Nah, that was because he was in Mississippi. That's why.
Yeah, I forgot. It's fine over there.
Yeah, it's because it happened in Mississippi. Brett Favre, all them do corrupt shit over there.
I don't. Is he talking to Vinnie Mac? Is he talking to Stephanie? Like what?
Nah, he
What?
talking to himself. He talking to his voices, bro. His
I'm good
voices
with
is
that.
calling him.
If
It's
that's
his
a
voices.
story, if that's a story,
It better be.
they check his phone and his phone has been off the entire time. It's dead. It's an old Nokia that doesn't work and hadn't worked since 2005. And he's just talking to himself. I'm good with it because it's better than probably anybody else that they're going to put on the other side of this phone.
Yeah, yeah. It's Cody
Well,
Rhodes just to make Cody look good.
maybe it's
He's the angel.
Dustin.
The angel said, "Don't do it. No, have respect. Drink Wheatley's. Come have Wheatley's. What do you want to talk about? Let's sit down."
I actually picked up a bottle of Wheaties at the liquor store the other day because they were cheap as shite. I got
All
a
right,
little
let me know
bottle was
how.
like $4. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try some of this Wheaties and drink it neatly and see how Cody Rhodes gets across. I'm sure it's not as good as my 1800 tequila. Not a sponsor, but hey, that coconut flavor, shoot, it get me rolling. It get me rolling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Orton comes out to the ring because he wants to make it right. He wants to make it
Yep.
right. And he brings out Matt Cardona and, and he wants to say he's sorry. And action figures are cool. And he wants to apologize to Matt.
Right.
And then he proceeds to hear the voices that were talking to him on the phone on the 2005 Nokia and kick Matt Cardona in the cojones,
Yeah.
RKO him, and then break his arm ringside.
Yeah.
Cool. But the only thing I don't like about this, I guess we're writing Matt Cardona off of TV now. He gonna be out for the next 6 weeks. He gonna miss WrestleMania because he got a broken arm.
Yeah, out of all people, yep, they had to get Matt Cardona the fuck up out of here. Yep, he in trouble. His arm broke.
I
hear voices in my head. They talk to me. That was the most randomest, craziest shit. Why? And damn, Matt Cardona was a sacrificial lamb.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes couldn't make it out tonight, so Randy Orton had to do something.
And
Somebody got to promote the match.
I guess Matt Cardona's the next best friend that Cody has because nobody else is his friend backstage. I don't know. Sammy been pretending to be his friend for weeks. How come Sammy didn't get his arm broken?
Sami Zayn is too busy eating and catering to go get his arm broken. He too busy backstage fucking with Aleister Black. Like, Sami Zayn is not a true friend to anyone. Don't y'all get it?
Well, after all this, after the people backstage, they all rush out there and they get Randy off him and they say he's got to stop and he's got to. We get a shot backstage, and it's Peter Griffin and the Chicken. Round 6. It's Jacob Fatu and Drew backstage, back in the parking lot, I guess, next door. They're on some scaffolding on the other side of a fence, which it's to hide the crash pad. They don't do falls like they used to do, and I'm not saying people have to legitimately fall, but I remember when Big Show choked Kurt Angle, he chokeslammed him off in the rafters down onto the concrete, and your boy, it showed the camera angle, and he was laying there, his leg bent all backwards, blood coming from. I thought he killed Kurt Angle. I thought he did. Legitimately. We don't get that anymore. We get this shot where they're fighting on this balcony with this fence right in front of them. Now, and the other thing is all this security's in there. Hey, no, stop. Please don't do it. Stop. Why would you do it? Please. They got over there somehow. Just walk around the fence. Like, how? If they got over there, y'all can get over there too to stop them.
Nobody want to get hit.
Well, they come tumbling down. They hit the ground on the other side of the fence. We don't see the damage because the fence. And that's the show roll credits.
I was looking to see if I could see that actual highlight real quick, just to see the fence. These names, man, I don't know, bro. Shout out to Lee Fit and Paul Levesque, man, because they just robbing people every week.
I am getting so frustrated with this road to WrestleMania. every show that I watch, I get more and more upset about the stuff that does not make sense to me, about the stuff. And like I said, I can suspend my disbelief to an extent, but you are doing things that does not make your wrestlers look strong. It's making your divisions look weak. It's making your wrestlers look incompetent and not have any backbone if they're going to feud with somebody for a month and then join sides with them randomly on a whim, or tell somebody they're not going to challenge them until they get to their best self and then fight for the title on a whim. This shit is not making sense to me. I'm getting so tired of it. I hope the closer we get to Mania, we can figure out what this card is going to be, because of right now, they are not building shit.
Hey, they got the formula, man, the PLE formula. This is gonna be the first one on the ESPN app. I think they're gonna short us. I think it's gonna be like a 4 match. I think it's gonna be the same format they've been using. They already got the title matches set up, and I think that's how it's gonna be, bro. I don't think it's gonna be set up like last year. I think it's gonna be two. I think we're gonna get ripped off, bro. We already know the title match situations for real. We kind of know the IC title situation for the women. I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. It's hard to say, like, wow. I'm looking forward more to NXT than this shit.
Yeah. I'm more apt to turn on TNA. No disrespect to TNA, but I'm more apt to turn on TNA and watch them on Thursday than watch SmackDown on Friday.
Hey, we about to start turning on TNA because after WrestleMania, I might have to hang my boots in the ring, man. They're gonna really have to do a lot for me to keep going with this shit. We might have to just do a once a month update on that shit because, yeah, man, I'm not pleased with what I see. I don't know what's going on. This is a horrible episode of SmackDown, not a good episode of Raw, just not a good week for WWE.
It's not. And
Good
we got
week for
another.
AEW. Good week for AEW. Bad week for fucking WWE, man. Damn.
If this was back in the 90s where you had your Monday Night Wars and you had your rating wars, AEW would be killing them right now. Killing them. The reason they're not is because they're on different days.
Right. Man, we gonna see what happens, bro. If you are here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. TB2 Podcast. Tango Bravo 2 Podcast. You feel me?
We got a Raw
I don't
review
know what
coming
to
up.
say. That's all I got to say, bro. For real.
We got a Raw review coming up. We got a Dynamite review coming up. Hopefully, I'll be more excited to talk about those. Hopefully, I won't be all Jey Uso'd on my libations. But I'm so tired of this stuff. We've got interviews coming. I'm telling you, y'all stick around. We got some stuff in the can. We're just getting everything, the nit and gritty pulled together. We're going to get it up there. Some people that you may not have heard of. Some people you definitely have heard of. And we asking the tough hitting questions like, how long does Blue Chew last for you? All right, we going to get there. But until then, y'all stick around. This is the Burr. This is the boss. And we out.
Yes, sir.